Yes, like other countries, Uganda has also joined them to evacuate their citizens from the nation South Africa. Remember what is happening in South Africa? Xenophobia action is taking place, and for previous weeks, we have seen Ghana, we have seen Malawi, we have seen Mozambique, we have seen different nations removing their people from South Africa. And as you know, the time it started, it began, I think, like 3 months ago. Um, it came out that some South Africans, especially those who think that these foreigners have taken out their jobs, has taken out um, their businesses, they had to rise up and gone to streets and to march, to march, and their emphasis was put on those foreigners who came to South Africa to look for opportunities, and they had to march rioting, saying that they should go back to their nations, to their countries, to sort their problems than to come to South Africa, that they have come to see opportunities. As you know, most of Africans have tended to go to different countries to look for opportunities. The fact that in their countries there are possible problems, especially which are led by those leaders who wants to die on power, who wants to die, who don't want to leave leadership, or who doesn't want to leave the presidential seats. We have seen some presidents in African countries uh, being on power for more than decades, for more than a decade. And as you see, people in different countries like Africa, whenever they see their presidents staying on power for long, and remember, whenever you stay on power for long, you tend to do things that smashes people's hope. People have hope in presidents, and whenever a president comes on power, they think that that president is going to change people's lives, since he's the father of the nation. But when the president spends more than a decade, tends to think about his or her own family, as you see in Africa. So African countries have problems, yes. That's why most of African people tend to go to different countries to see opportunities, to see whether they can get opportunities. As you know, Ugandans are among other Africans who had to go to South Africa to look for opportunities. As we speak now, xenophobia has changed into different tactics that people are marching, especially the natives in South Africa. They are marching. They said that at least all foreigners, they must go back to their countries. So Uganda is among the country that is having citizens in South Africa. So today, as we speak, the first batch has already arrived in Uganda. The first batch has already arrived in Uganda as we speak now. According to the news in Uganda, 273 Ugandans arrived home after voluntary evacuation from South Africa. It is said that a total of 273 Ugandan nationals evacuated from South Africa arrived safely in the country early Friday, aboard aboard the first flight under the government-led voluntary repatriation program. Most of the countries in Africa, they have their own airlines, and Uganda Airlines, it's the one that went to to South Africa to pick their natives. That is the situation. To say that although 273 Ugandans have arrived in Uganda, but there is other Ugandans who are still in South Africa. And I heard on social media that in South Africa there is Ugandans who are activists still, who are saying that Uganda has turned into what? Into a monarchy. So one of them is Umaru Kiseka, and people normally call him Half London. So Half London has not arrived. He's still in South Africa. We don't know what he's planning, because it is said that he can't come to Uganda because he can either be put into jail or being being killed. That's what he said, according to the videos that we are seeing that is playing in South Africa. But that is the situation. Uganda is a good country. First of all, Uganda is blessed, is a pearl of Africa. Uganda is a pearl of Africa. The fact that we are in the equator line, Uganda is loved by most of the people. So we are blessed, though our leaders, or though the leaders in Uganda tends to do what they want. But Uganda is blessed. We have minerals, we have national parks, we have natural resources that can boost the economy and people. They when that natural resources is being done well or is being used well, Ugandans can't fail to get what to do. So that is the situation. Subscribe, comment, like, click on notification bell, in that every information that we broadcast, you get it there and then. That is the situation. That is the situation as we speak now. Ugandans, the first batch has already reached in the country. A total of 273 Ugandan nationals evacuated from South Africa has arrived safely in the country early Friday, and that is the situation. Thank you very much for loving us. For those who would wish to sponsor our programs, please sponsor our programs. And thank you very much for those who are pushing a bill in one way or another. I greet you all, my friends in Middle East, in Qatar, in Yemen. Thank you very much for following us. This is Brain Media Uganda, and we love you so much. Big up to all my friends in Europe, friends in United States of America. Thank you very much for the good work and for the good job you are doing to make sure that you share, you subscribe, and you comment. Thank you for loving our Brain Media channel. Thank you for loving us as Brain Media Avenue. Yes, so that is the situation. Big up to all Africans. Africa is made up of different countries, and we are all together. We are all Africans. We need to love one another, because Africa is the source of love. Africa must be the source of love. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much. Subscribe, comment, like. Big up.